What is up, Major Calisthenics team? In this video, I'm going to be talking about the next steps in terms of your calisthenics roadmap. If you're someone who can do 10 pull-ups or even 20 pull-ups, where else can you go from here? Well, the next best alternative is to start mastering calisthenics skills to build fully functional body. A body that will help you to be able to do day-to-day activities such as walking, running, jumping, kneeling down, much more at ease, because doing these skills is not only going to be more fun, more engaging, but also it's going to build a great physique as well. And also it's going to help you to enjoy your training a little bit more. So next progression, it was the muscle up. We can even work on the handstand, even the handstand push-ups. I'm going to show you some of the steps for you to get there. For those of you guys who doesn't know, a muscle up look a little something like this, where you pull and then you dip up on top of the bar. This will obviously require a tremendous amount of upper body strength, but actually a lot of it is down to technique. So if you master the techniques right, you'll be able to get your first muscle up. So let's go over a few different techniques that you can do right away in order to work towards unlocking your first muscle up. Let's go. First and foremost, we have got kip ups, and this will teach us how to utilize both your pulling muscles and also your hips in order to time it right and get enough height so that way you can get up and around the bar. So in terms of setup, we're going to grip onto the bar at about shoulders width apart with our thumbs wrapped underneath and around the bar. I'm going to place my feet, a few feet placement in front. So let's say 1-2 steps in front. Okay, this is perfect. We want to use a low bar for this one, right? So we're going to swing, arch your back forward, and then we're going to drive the knees up towards the chest and drive the elbows down at the same time. Boom, one, and then you land back at the same position. So a visual cue is you look at where your feet are, land back at the same place. All right, so it's both knee thrust and pull at the same time. Very, very important. So we're going to aim for about 5 reps together. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When we transition up, we want to also drive the elbows down. A lot of people, when they do it, their arms are too straight, which shows a lack of bicep and lats engagement, okay? So you're relying too much on the hip. So this is what it looks like. If I was to show you from this angle, this is the wrong form. Arms locked up. You see this? So we want to drive the elbows down and give yourself this much gap. Not too close where your wrists are close to your shoulders, not too far where your elbows are fully locked up. We want to go in between. So we can go 1, 2, 3. Another highlight that I'd like to make you aware is to drive the knees up towards the chest. A lot of people stop their knees here, which is why they can't get their chest to the bar height. Okay, so this is what a wrong form looks like. Minimal hip engagement and then lower body thrust. Let's drive up a lot more. Boom. Boom. That's what's going to give you that height. Do this between 4 to 5 reps for 3 sets. Now we understand the pull-up motion. What does it feel like to get up and around the bar? This is why we're going to do the jumping bar muscle up. Same setup, similar, but we're going to place our feet directly underneath the bar, and this is also where we're going to land. All right, and the trajectory is when you jump up, so you're going to do the kip ups, but then you're going to go up and around the bar in a C-shaped curve where you try to drive the elbows back so that way your chest will get around the bar. So place your feet directly underneath the bar, grip the bar at the back shoulders width apart, push your hips forward, create this little arch bow shape, knees to chest, lean forward, land, knees to chest, lean forward. So as I kick up, I point my head forward, I rotate my wrist, boom. It may feel unnatural at first to drive the knees up. A lot of people would do it like this, where they would jump with the legs straight. But if you're new to this, it's going to be very, very hard, especially when you start doing band assisted muscle up. You need a little bit of assistance from the hips so that way you can get up and around the bar. Here are some things that I'd like you to consider in terms of the wrong cue. So a lot of people, when they jump up, they jump two vertically up, right? Two up. When you're doing a muscle up, you need that transition in the C-shaped curve to create efficiency, okay? So really try putting an effort of going up and around the bar in a C shape. So not like this, where you jump straight up, okay? It's more out and in. Drive your heads forward, boom, like that, okay? Remember, knees to chest, drive the elbows back, bring your chest wrap over and around the bar. Do this between 3 to 5 reps for 3 sets. The final progression that I'll be showing you for now is called the negative muscle up. This works on improving your transition, understanding the motion path, and also building strength in your back, in your chest, in your triceps, and in your shoulders. All right, so we're gonna find ourselves a low bar. Let's get down to it. Okay, we're gonna get on top. So hands by our hips, push your shoulders down, lower down until your chest touches the bar, tuck your knees in towards your chest, lean back, and then come down. Make sure your arms are fully straight before you let go of the bar, okay? So what really helps me is when I come down from the negative dip into the negative pull, I bring my elbows in towards the middle to increase the tension in my bicep and in my lats. So if I were to do this again, come down, elbows in, knees tucked, lock the arms out, and then I'll let go. Don't let go too fast. If you can do 10 pull-ups, you've got the strength to be able to do this. It's just all about trusting yourself, okay? Make sure your arms are fully straight as well. Now we can spice it up a little bit more by adding a pulse at the top. So come down, 1, 2, and then come down. This will give you more control and stability, and also build more strength because you're forced to hold this isometric contraction at the top, which is very, very important. And aim to be able to hold the chin above bar for about 3 to 5 seconds. Do the negative muscle ups between 3 to 4 reps for 3 sets. Amazing Calisthenics team, we're about halfway through this video. If you enjoy it, what you're watching right now, please give us a thumbs up and consider pressing the subscribe button so that way you can be notified for more calisthenics training videos and tutorials. Now, if you like what you're seeing so far, and if you're feeling overwhelmed with your own training where you don't know where to start, you don't know how to progress, you don't know how many reps and sets to do, and you're worried that you might be doing things wrong and potentially getting injured down the line, then you can reach out to us via our online coaching link down below in the description to work with myself and Coach T to level up and become that version 2.0 of yourself. Check you out. I'll see you there. So now that we've got the muscle up progression part sorted out, how do we start training for the handstand? We're going to start off with the wall. The wall should be our best friend. I'm going to show you how we can get into the chest to wall handstand. So we're going to find yourself a wall. So if you're at home, it's perfect. Use yourself a wall. I've got this because I'm filming outside. So we're going to walk our hands and feet back until our body is in a 45-degree line, just to build up shoulder strength. And the key thing to keep in consideration is to push tall through your shoulders, squeeze in your core, squeeze in your butt, okay? So I'm placing my feet on the wall, walking my hands and feet back. And then I'm gonna push tall through my shoulders. Notice how my ears are in between my shoulders. Squeeze in your core, squeeze in your glutes, and holding this for 20 seconds. Okay, once you can do that, then we can start to walk closer towards the wall. Okay, this is not fully vertical yet, but hold that for 20 seconds, and then eventually we walk far back enough where our hips are stacked on top of our shoulders and wrists. So this is how it works. Okay, hold that for 20 seconds. You can supplement the chest to wall handstand with a balancing exercise. I'm going to show you 3 separate progressions. The first one is called the frog stand, and it's going to teach you how to balance on your hands without relying on your feet. Okay, so the position is you're going to place your hands at about shoulders width apart. I'm going to spread my fingertips out wide to create this nice large surface area, and then I'm going to pull my fingertips back towards my wrist to create an arch. This is going to give me leverage in terms of pressing down into the ground to gain more control and stability. I'm going to place my knees in between my elbows. I'm going to lean forward until My triceps are parallel to the ground. My elbows are at 90 degrees angle. Weight is now on my hands. Lift one leg off, and I'm gonna slowly push off with the other. Boom, and then I'm just gonna hold. Remember to breathe. Now, if you feel like you're falling forward that way, it means that you need to counterbalance by pressing your fingertips down into the ground this way. And it's gonna push your body back that way. Now, if you feel like you're falling back to your feet, this is where you're gonna press down into the palms this way, and it's gonna push your body back that way. Similar to like when you're standing. If you're falling forward, you obviously grip down into your toes to stop yourself from falling forward. If you're falling back, you shift the weight to your heel to distribute your weight back that way, okay? So we're gonna do this for 10 seconds, okay? Lean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great. Once you can do the frog stand for 20 seconds for 2 to 3 sets in a row, we can move on to the crow pose. So this is gonna make it a little bit more challenging for us. So how we set up is we're gonna place the hands down at the same position, but notice how my knees are now on my triceps. It's not on the outer elbows, it's on the triceps. So you wanna make sure that your knees are in, on the triceps, same position, lean forward, boom, and hold for 10 seconds. You're gonna feel slight pain in your triceps because a lot of your knees are gonna be digging into the tricep muscle. So if it helps, wear elbow sleeves or even a jacket just to pad yourself up, but give it 2 weeks and you should be able to hold it comfortably without feeling any pain. So lean forward, boom, and hold. Great. Once you can do that for 20 seconds, I'm gonna show you this one hidden progression that no one knows about. It is called the frog to bent arm tuck handstand progression. So it's a dynamic motion where you get into the frog stand, okay? Then you can bring your elbows in and then you can bring it out. 1, 2, 3. You see what I mean? So we're gonna come in really fast and out very fast. And this is gonna help us to really understand that balancing concept and also build a lot of shoulder strength too. So when you bring your knees in together, really press down into your palms to stop yourself from falling that way. Okay, so I'm consciously going like this. So if I were to show you from this angle, lean in, 1, 2, 3. What's really important is how much you lean. A lot of people will make a mistake of elbows being like this rather than being down. The more you bring your elbows, the more you bring your shoulders closer to the ground, the easier it will be to hold yourself in this position. So do this between 3 to 5 reps for 3 sets. That's all for today's episode. My Major Calisthenics team, thank you so much for being here, being present with us. If you like what you see, please give us a thumbs up and consider pressing the subscribe button so that way you can come back for more videos like this one. And as always, if you'd like to work with us one-on-one to level up your calisthenics journey, to know what you're doing, to get that structure, clarity without feeling overwhelmed, reach out to us down below in the link, and can't wait to see you there. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you in the next video.